what is it about writing that really draws you to it so much? I know you were a teacher as well.
I don't teach anymore. I miss teaching because I loved working with kids, but I worked with younger kids, and it's difficult. You can't really, take sabbatical and, go on tour and, abandon them. They really want their teacher there. We wrote the first book, Beautiful Creatures. Margie and I wrote it on a dare from 7 of my students, including 2 of her daughters. So I never, she always wanted to be a writer. I never intended to be a writer. I kind of became a writer accidentally. Since I worked with kids, I think I am most comfortable with kids and teens. And, adults like us who like to read that stuff and, remember those times. And so I feel like for me, that is the most fun part of writing, is like coming up with characters that I feel like really represent a certain person or a feeling, where I'm able to capture something that will relate to someone, someone else can relate to. For me, books were really an escape. Characters in books were my friends, and they helped me solve my problems and figure things out. And so I feel like there's, the right book at the right time can like change someone's life or save it. And so the idea that like you could possibly write the book that would be that book for someone is really, really profound.
Now that you're finished with the series, what's next?
I will be putting out a book. It's called The Lovely Reckless, and it's actually a YA contemporary romance. So it's my first contemporary. It's about a girl who moves in with her dad, who's an undercover cop in stolen cars, and she falls in love with a boy who is street racist, which is very problematic. And there's other stuff, but I never do spoilers. Like I never like to give anything away. But it was really fun to write because my stepdad was an undercover cop. So, I know a lot about that, and stolen cars. So it was fun. I didn't base the dad on him, but I got to use all this stuff that he taught me and I knew growing up. And, an area in Maryland, like right near DC where I grew up. And it was fun to write, contemporary. It's a little bit sexier because it's more romance. So there's like more kissing, more everything. So that was fun. Although you cannot kill as many people in contemporary as you can in paranormal. That's the rub. That part was hard. And it was my first standalone, which was, I thought, that's gonna be really easy. It's just like one book. But it's tricky because you have to like fit everything in one book. Yeah, without making it like a tome. So that was tricky. But it was really fun, and that comes out in October of 2016. And then now I'm working on the next one for them that I haven't even titled. I've got some elements of it, but it takes I plot, so it takes me a while because I need to know the characters before I start, and I need to figure out, my plot, at least the main points, and I might change kind of how I get there, but I need to know, and I have to know the end. It's almost like reverse engineering. It's like I have to know the end so I know how I want to get there.